Hello everyone, Bob Smitty here, and today I'm talking about 7 things I hate about World of Warships. Now, before I go into all these points, let me get one thing straight. I love this game. I've been playing it since February. I've made a lot of friends. It's a really fun game. But as with any other game, it has its share of problems. Some of these points are aimed at the developers, while other points are aimed directly at players.
Number 1. Almost everyone does not work as a team. Supporting your allies is a big part of this game. If you're a destroyer, you head out in front of your fleet and spot for them. If you are a cruiser, you provide support for your battleships. If you're a battleship, you advance slowly and annihilate anyone within your range. If you're a carrier, you launch planes to scout the map and torpedo or firebomb enemy ships. And be sure to move with your fleet. Every ship has a job, yet many players don't know their role. Instead of advancing up the map, many cruiser players will turn tail and run, leaving their battleships exposed to destroyers and other cruisers. Someone calls for support, and no allied ships come to help.
Okay, to be perfectly honest, if you run ahead of your fleet, like leave your fleet behind and drive straight into the enemy fleet in the middle of them, and they're all focus firing you, and you have the gall to request support, you're an idiot. You don't go running into the middle of the enemy fleet and just sit there and go, oh, help, I'm under attack. You got yourself into your own mess. What are you doing?
Number 2. No situational awareness. Usually, accidental ramming happens at the beginning of the match when players are trying to get a good spot to shoot from. But many players will go into tunnel vision to fire at enemy ships and not pay attention to where they are going, and BAM! They run into someone.
You guys do know you can hold down the right mouse button to check your surroundings, right? You know, go into third person mode. Yeah. Might help.
Another mistake is beaching on an island. If you do this and you're in plain sight of an enemy ship, you're as good as dead. Well, you might get lucky and back up quick enough to escape. Many people don't check their surroundings when they launch torpedoes and hit allied ships. If they kill an ally, then they will become a team killer and get a nice pink ship icon. Thanks to update 5.5, it only takes 1 team kill to receive this punishment. Number 3. Horrible matchmaking system. Surprisingly, I seem to be in the vocal minority on this one. Whenever someone says the matchmaking is horrible, the number one thing that other players say is,
"The matchmaking is fine. You just need to get good."
As I have mentioned before, this is a team game.
You can be a good player and be put in a bad team and lose horribly. One person can't win the battle for the team, especially if it's in a random battle with 11 other players. It takes several good players to carry a team. Sometimes you're the high-tier ship, and other times you're the low-tier ship. I know that the matchmaking is based upon a 2-tier system, so if you're tier 5, then you may go up against tier 3 to tier 7 ships. The problem is that even though you're hammering a higher tier ship with shells, half of them just bounce off the hull doing no damage. Of course, this requires you to change your tactics when going up against higher tier ships, which would require actual teamwork. But like I said before, most players don't work as a team. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if players actually tried to work together, then the matchmaking wouldn't be so bad. Number 4. AFK Players. Now I understand that this isn't entirely the player's fault. Sometimes you have a bad ping, you may not have a solid state drive in your computer, and loading into the game minutes late. If there's a bunch of people on your team that have this problem, then there's a good chance your team won't win the battle. I'm not that much of a technical person. I would just like to see this issue fixed. Number 5. Co-op shaming. Many of you have never heard of this issue, but trust me, it exists.
You play co-op? Co-op's for losers.
There is no shame in playing co-op. I would play co-op to train up my commander and to get XP to upgrade my ship's hull and systems before diving back into random battles. It's more challenging now thanks to update 5.5. Number 6. Self-proclaimed leaders.
Imagine this. You're sitting in your ship, clock is winding down to begin the battle, and this random person types into chat,
Hey, you go over there, you go over here. Course 150. One ping only, please.
wait a minute, hold the phone. Who elected you leader? You have all these random people in this team, complete strangers, and you're going to tell us what to do because...
I am the leader.
No, you're not. Look, we are going to do our own thing. I mean, yeah, we can read each other's movements as we move along and formulate some kind of strategy based on that. You know, that could work. And if you want to suggest an idea, then we might consider it and go along with it if it sounds like a good idea. But don't order us around. Come on, man. We don't know who you are. You're just some random dude. Now, we can win this battle as a team. How about that?
Number 7. Trash talking.
There's a lot of people that complain during a battle.
Many times it's players talking about how horrible their teams are. The funny thing is, these trash talkers are either the first ones to die because they ran off ahead of their fleet and got focus fired, or die later on and have the lowest score on their team. It's not really fair to talk about how bad your team is when you played recklessly and or have the lowest score. Here's an idea. Admit your mistake and move on.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will also be doing some more World of Warships videos, some blooper montages, some more battle montages, and just general stuff to do with World of Warships. I'll be doing some other videos too, not just this. This game is just my thing right now, so expect a lot of videos on that. Alright, thank you guys once again, and I will see you in the next video.